Yo, what's good up YouTube? KilBu here. I hope you guys enjoyed the opening clip with the M16 getting that nice 3-piece. So happy I got it this morning. I've always wanted the M16 or the PPSH ever since they announced those two guns coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And let's get into the video, guys. In this video, I just want to talk about how YouTube can be such an investment, whether that's in time or money. If you just think about the time it takes to, first of all, create a YouTube and actually getting the right gameplay, which could take a few hours just to get the right gameplay, right? And then if you're doing a commentary, whether that's over through like the mic you're using, or even if it's a face cam video, and if you're doing split, that can just like take a long time. And then of course creating a thumbnail and then getting rendering it and all that and uploading it, that can just like take a lot of time, right? And then maybe thinking of ideas if you're just actually gonna make a video about a topic that's really close to your heart or something that the viewers want, or just a topic just about the gameplay. It just takes a lot of time, and I've been noticing that. And at early stages, and I know I can speak for myself, where your YouTube channel isn't really growing at all and you're like really low on subs, and it feels like all that work and effort that you're putting in isn't really getting paid off, it can just be really frustrating. And for me, you know, if I get 1 or 2 views, like it wouldn't be the end of the world. But since I'm getting like actually good amount of views, like 30 views for my videos, I'm really satisfied. And just like watching the outcome of my video, just like all the hard work that I put into it, honestly pays off for me. But I guess for anyone that's out there that wants to start YouTube, I honestly say go for it. You know, like in my encouragement video, you never know if you don't try. And I'm actually gonna make another YouTube about just like blowing up and like subscribers and all that, how like I seriously want to do this for like the next 3 years, or how long it ever takes to get like 1,000 or 100,000 subscribers. And then also with like money, it can be a huge investment too. I mean, if you're playing games and not doing YouTube, you should already have a monitor or TV or gaming console, so that kind of like knocks that out of the question. But let's say you want to improve the gameplay that you're trying to get for your viewers, and this is that nice triple feeder with the M16, man. That thing goes off. I'm loving it. And I'm actually gonna make a video for the next Call of Duty, because like, you know, there's been rumors about like Civil War or Vietnam, and with the M16 I got a nice gameplay, so I feel like it'd just like be perfect, you know, M16 Vietnam War. But going back to money, you know, so PlayStation, Xbox, whatever PC and monitor you should already have. But like I said, if you're trying to one-up that gameplay, maybe getting a headset. And if you want a good one, those maybe cost around 150 euro, maybe even like 300 for like some A50s for the Astros. For example, maybe getting a new controller or control freaks. Control freaks aren't really that expensive, but they actually do improve your gameplay and your accuracy. I can vouch for that because I started using control freaks right around Ghost, and my KD has been going up a little bit ever since. So I'm not sure if that's just with time that I've been putting into this game, or the actual control freaks. But I know that my accuracy has helped. So if you guys do want to try some control freaks, I say go for it. Or maybe a whole new controller like scuffs. I personally don't have a scuff. I've been accused or even like asked like, hey, you have a scuff, or you keyboarding. That's completely like, geez, like that's pretty like big accusation. No, I don't have a keyboard, or I don't keyboard, and I don't have a scuff, unfortunately. I do, however, want to get a scuff, and like I said, with an investment, that's like $180, and then maybe shipping and all that, or if you want to customize it. So scuffs are like a huge investment of money too. And then for gameplay, even, you know, if you want to do 1080p 60 frames per second, like a 10-minute gameplay, depending on how fast-paced it is with the frames and everything, it can be, I don't know, like 6 or more gigabytes. And that takes a lot of your storage if you don't have a really big hard drive. And for myself, I know I have to constantly delete videos that I could potentially use, but I just don't have the room for it. So, you know, maybe getting a new hard drive, an external hard drive, maybe like a terabyte or something, that's another investment. And like a 4 tera hard drive, those are like upwards of $100, and then seeing like how it's compatible. So it's just a really big investment, and you can't forget about the time that it takes to make the YouTube videos with thumbnails, rendering, making sure that each like commentary is good enough. Like for this video, it's already been taking me like over an hour and a half just because I want it right, you know. I mean, maybe you guys thought like one of the first takes could have been good, but for myself, I just didn't think it was up to par. And so I just kind of wanted to touch on that. And look at that, 58 and 8, and ooh, look at those 2 nuked out titles. But yeah, it can just be a huge investment, and like I said, at this stage, it doesn't seem like it's paying off. But for me, getting like 6 likes, that's awesome, and I love it. So I might do another in-depth video on this later down the road, for when I have more viewers and more subscribers or something like that. But I just wanted to touch on that today. And YouTube like always, ich werde euch nächstes Mal sehen.